All right, guys, we are here live in North Hills at the Omega Sports Store, neighborhood sports store. I'm here with market leader Daisy. Hello, Daisy.
Hey guys.
All right, Daisy, I'm working out here. Take this for me. I'm tired of working out right now. All right. So we are here in North Hills, and today on the show, we are lucky to have Daisy and the whole North Hills team here today to talk about great gift ideas for Easter. Back here, Daisy's going to take us through quite a few Easter picks, if you will, for the basket. Daisy, how excited are you for this holiday weekend?
I'm popping. I cannot wait.
There
It's
you go.
gonna be busy. I'm expecting a lot of people this weekend.
I like that Daisy says she is hopping. That's right. It is hopping here at Omega Sports. Today, we've got some fun things that we are ready to announce. We've got some great Mega Flex coupons that I'll talk about in a second. And then, of course, today, Daisy, the reason that we're so thrilled to have you on here because you've been, pretty much our show expert when it comes to some amazing footwear. Today, we're going to be talking about the Brooks Glycerin 19.
Yeah, the 19 and the Glycerin GTS. Those twin shoes.
That's right, because now the Glycerin comes in two specific types of models, and we'll talk about why there's a variation.
Yeah, I think it's great because this one shoe is now gonna fit so many more people. It's one of my favorite shoes right now. I know everybody else is gonna love it too.
Yeah, so today on the show, we are going to have Daisy go through some great holiday gift ideas. We're going to talk about some new arrivals. We've got some fun folks over in the corner there that are going to model for us some fun new arrivals. And then, of course, we're going to go ahead and go into our Omega News. And then we've got some fun videos that we want to share with you guys as well today. So thanks for joining us. If you have joined us, make sure you like us. Just hit the like button. And then if you have a question for Daisy or I or anyone here in North Hills, actually, just go ahead and put it in your comments and we'll be sure to go ahead and get to it. But let's talk about Omega News. So Mega News today, we haven't done this in a while, but Daisy, we dropped another MegaFlex coupon.
It's a big one. Do not miss this coupon.
Yeah, so if you haven't checked your email today we launched a new 2 coupon deal. So we've got a 20 off of 75 that's in stores and online. So make sure you don't miss that. Again, check your email, but again, 20 off of 75.
That could be so many different things. It's insane. Like you can come get whatever you need and get a really great deal on it.
Yeah, and we've already seen customers coming in who've checked their emails early in the morning. They got in before the rush. And then to also make it even more sweet, if you will, this weekend, this holiday weekend, we have a higher level coupon, $30 off of 125.
It applies to so many different shoes. Like they meet that threshold. Oh, it's a good one. And then you still earn your Mega Rewards points. So you can get a discount on these things and then still earn cash back towards the store.
Yep, that's right. So again, 2 coupons are being released today. So from today through next Tuesday. So that's going to carry you through Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We are closed for Easter. We're going to take a little break there for Easter.
Yeah, I got to go see my mama.
Yeah, there you go. So again, you'll pick back up on Monday and Tuesday with a great 2 MegaFlex offer. That's 20 off of 75 and $30 off of 125. Again, as Daisy said, there's a lot of things that will qualify for that. We do have some exclusions, so make sure you check with your neighborhood sports store active play experts. They'll help you through what's excluded, what's not. And again, remember the 20 off of 75 is not just in stores, it's also online. So you can go to omegasports.com and take advantage of that great deal as well. So that's our big news. And then, of course, it's been our spring arrival season, Daisy. So we've got new shoes from Brooks, New Balance, On, Hoka One One. How exciting is it for you to be able to help customers with all these new arrivals?
Oh my goodness. Ever since COVID and everything, just having stuff in stock is such a blessing. Like I pull way too many shoes for people now because I have so many options and I want to bring them as much as possible. And not only are the shoes technologically awesome, but the colors are amazing. There's all these like bright, vibrant reds and oranges, and it just makes me excited for spring.
Yeah. And if you've been following Daisy on her Instagram page, we've shared her a lot on our Instagram page as well, but she's putting out some great content on her Instagram page that allows you to see some fun new arrivals as soon as they come in. As soon as they come in, you're like right on the trail. You're right out there testing them out and trying them on and then letting people know what you think about them.
Oh yeah. And I even got a new one today. There's a new like New Balance 880 that just came out. And so I had to get one of those too.
Yep. So the new 880 V11. Today's the day, right? Or tomorrow's the day that it's going to hit the stores and the shelves.
It's insane. And I did a tech clinic on it. It's all the updates are really great. And like I said, the colors are amazing. I'm just so impressed with all the different brands right now and all the products they're putting out there.
Yep. So make sure you check your email because we'll not only remind you about your great Megaflex coupon offers, but we're also going to remind you some of the great new arrivals. One of those great new arrivals that we've been blowing up on is all these fantastic Gooder sunglasses that have been coming in. Mine is the zebra look that I guess Daisy said I didn't have enough color on, so she gave me the zebra look here.
Yeah, you didn't have enough patterns going on. We had to add more.
And then yours are this is the new Constellation
Yeah, so
collection.
both of these are from the like Celestial line, and very like earthy and moonbeams and like all these fun patterns and colors and really cool like lens colors that I'm really excited about.
Yeah, this fogged up my sunglasses there. But don't worry, if you're running with Gooder, that's why people love them, because they're non-slip, they're super lightweight, and they're just funky, fun colors.
Well, not only that, but they're really well priced. I mean, I have a lot of different ones just for different outfits because I can. And if my dog chews it up or whatever, it's okay because they were only $25.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, low price. We've got $25 to $35 depending on the style and the variation. Definitely make sure you check out our omegasports.com or simply just come to Omega Sports neighborhood sports stores and ask the Active Play experts to show you the newest arrivals in Gooders. All right. Well, before we jump into what's hot and happening and hopping to what you said for Easter, let's go ahead and talk about some of the new podcasts that we just dropped. So as you know, you've been a guest on them. We are very big on making sure that we're highlighting some great content, both for our customer and some of the great leaderships that's out there in the community.
Well, what a lot of people don't realize is we get to meet a lot of really awesome customers. For example, the one who we just did our podcast on, Mimi, is one of my favorite customers, and she's done so many impressive things in the community, and we just want to highlight that and brag about our customers.
Yeah. And then more importantly, we've also got some great experts that we get to work with as well. So the first podcast reminder I want to let people know about is Dr. Jablanca with Carolina Movement Doc is our host for the Omega Sports Move More podcast. How important is it for us to continue to keep reminding people, go out there, keep moving? And we've worked with a medical expert to make sure that we're sharing good content. So you can easily go to podcast.omegasports.com and listen to all of our fantastic podcasts. But I want to give you guys a quick preview of Dr. Jablanca talking about foam rolling and massage percussion devices. I have to be careful when I say that. But go ahead and take a look at his podcast here.
Foam rolling, when do you do it and why do you do it? So it's important to understand why. Now, when it comes to rolling out, it's important to understand that we really can only affect the muscles that are on the superficial layer. So what do we mean by superficial? All right. Now, what do I mean by superficial is the most present layer, the ones that you can actually touch and feel. I call these the mirror muscles because when you're sitting in the mirror after you get out of the shower, these are the muscles that move the body. And usually when it comes to foam rolling or an external force, these are the muscles that we can affect the most. So when it comes to foam rolling, it's important to understand that we're really kind of affecting or trying to benefit these superficial mover muscles. We can't really get to the deep layers. There's a lot more pressure involved in that. So the biggest effort is going to be on the superficial muscles.
All right. Well, that was Dr. Scott Jablanca with Carolina Movement Doc. I want to make sure we put it up on the screen because he is an expert that you want to make sure that you're following. You can go to Carolina Movement Doc on Instagram to follow his page. That's Carolina_movement_doc. Just to see all his great content. There's so much content that he produces. We can't even share all of it within our time frame here, but definitely check out his Instagram page. And then, of course, go to podcast.omegasports.com to hear the Omega Sports Move More podcast with Dr. Jablanca. We're so excited to have him on here. I mean, you know the importance of foam rolling, and then more importantly, the percussion devices that we offer.
Oh, it's so important to us. I actually set up a whole section in the store just devoted to it, where you can come in, relax on our couch, test out all the products, and see how much they actually can help you, because I'm a huge, huge fan.
Yeah, I'm going to say it one more time. Percussion devices, just so I can prove that I can say it. All right. So again, go to podcast.omegasports. And then what Daisy had alluded to earlier, we get the wonderful opportunity of meeting some of our customers and hearing their really empowering and inspirational stories that are out there. Oh, there's Scott right there. Yes. Move more, lift more. There you go. More podcasts are coming out, so make sure you're going to our podcast.omegasports.com, or actually you can also go to all of the different platforms that have podcasts. So if you're on Spotify, iTunes, just go there and look for the Omega Sports Move More podcast. You can go ahead and sign up and like the podcast and have it alert you when we drop everyone. We drop them every other week. All right. But speaking of your special customer, you actually were on our podcast, and when you had the opportunity, you recommended that we meet a customer on the Mega Sports Women's Only podcast hosted by our head of apparel, Cleo Fawcett. Let's take a quick look at and listen to on the podcast, and then we'll talk about your connection to them.
Yeah, awesome.
I started running in 2013, and that was because I wanted to mark being 10 years smoke-free. I wanted to do something big, and Rock and Roll Raleigh was coming here. And I did go to a wonderful Omega Sports. Yeah. I didn't know anything about, getting my stride and my gait measured. I knew nothing. Okay. And so I had been running in cross trainers. I won't give the brand name, but I had been running in cross trainers. And people were like, "Are you kidding me?" But I was like, well, this is just what I had. I didn't know what else to do. And, after that, of course, I went and I got fitted for my very first pair of Saucony Guides. And let me tell you, they have never failed me. Ever, never, ever, never, never, ever.
All right. Well, Daisy, that was Emmy award-winning TV producer here in the Triangle with WRAL, one of your favorite customers, I know, sharing her story both on how she discovered the real running shoes that she needed, thanks to you, and then more importantly, her inspirational story about growing up and seeing representation, on camera, and then following that path to journalism, to being a producer with 2 Emmys in her pocket.
Yeah, if I could describe Mimi in one word, it would be inspirational. So as soon as we did the podcast with me, I was like, this is the girl that needs to do it. She's the person that knows where to go with her life and how to lead people. And not only that, when she came in, she's so bubbly and such a great person to be around. And then the more you get to know about her, the more you love her. So she's great. I think everyone needs to go listen to her podcast just to feel like you're a part of her life.
Yeah, I will say, once we did the interview, on the screen right there, you can follow Mimi Melvin, who's a award-winning TV producer. It's at Get Fit with Me, MI22. Go ahead and follow her page. You're going to stay inspired. She is a woman that is out there breaking news, has a hard job, but she is making time to stay active. She is working within her community to make sure that she promotes good health and activity. And she's so involved in so many great things.
And even inside of her family, like I've started helping fit her sons for shoes, her husband for shoes. Like she's just such a great embodiment of what we want our customers to be and how the relationship we want to have with them. I want to be best friends with all of my customers.
Yeah, and I will say, Mimi, when you guys go to the podcast, again, you can go to podcast.omegasports.com. When you hear the admiration that she had for Daisy and just kind of enlightening her on what she really needs to do, the things that she loved, which is getting out there. She's got a stressful job. She needs to get out there and run, but she wasn't necessarily geared up correctly. And you helped her. And again, you've done that with thousands of customers, but I love that Mimi took the opportunity to share that story on the podcast along with her inspirational story. So thank you for recommending Mimi.
Thanks.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and now we're going to start jumping into great gift ideas for the season. I do want to say we do have a quick mega wellness share that I want to also play. So as we go ahead and change out the screen here, we've got a fantastic model coming up that's going to talk about some of the new arrivals that's coming up. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and play a mega wellness share. Dr. Clay Sankey from True Motion Therapy, he is back with us. And today on the mega wellness share, we are going to talk about neck stretching. So let's hear it for Dr. Sankey in Charlotte.
If you're feeling tightness in your neck or shoulders, here's something you can do to help provide some relief. You're simply going to start in a kneeling position with some light dumbbells in your hands, and you're just going to do backwards shoulder rolls. Now what I want you to do while you're doing this is to envision the tip of your shoulder tracing a circle, and you want to make that circle as wide as you can possibly make it, okay? Now once you've done about 5 to 10 of these, you're going to rest at the bottom of that circle. And this should be your normal resting posture. We don't want to be too far forward in the circle and be slouching, or too far back and cause too much muscle tension in our back. Okay, just rest at the bottom of that circle. Once you're there, you're simply going to pendulum your head back and forth. Okay, keep it nice and light. We don't want to be pushing or forcing our way into any painful movements. Go through that a few times, see if it helps provide some relief. I hope that was helpful.
All right. Well, we want to thank Dr. Sankey from True Motion Therapy. You can always follow him on Instagram at True Motion Therapy, or you can go to his website, truemotiontherapy.com. He'll be back again with more wellness shares for more shows in the future, but we're happy to have him back. He helped us start the show, and we're happy to always include him in our mega wellness shares. He does some great content, so make sure you're following him as well. So as you can see, we've changed the rotation out a little bit, and we've got the wonderful Hadley, an active play expert here in North Hills, in a head-to-toe geared up K-Swiss tennis look and award-winning outfit. Say hello, Hadley.
Hello, guys.
All right, so Hadley, we're going to have Daisy kind of walk people through this new exciting, I mean, this is new to us, right? This is when we talk about spring arrivals, we're talking, this is new to our stores, K-Swiss tennis apparel.
Came off the truck yesterday. That's how new it is. And I'm super pumped about it. Not only does it look really good, but it's really functional stuff. I mean, it's a name brand K-Swiss. It's nice because it is really flattering, but the patterns and everything help hide things. But I think it's just beautiful. I don't even play tennis, but I want to wear this stuff when I go run. That's how good it is.
And Hadley, you feel very comfortable in it, correct?
Very comfortable. I love it.
Yeah. So as you know, when it comes to tennis, we are your destination when it comes to your tennis footwear. So K-Swiss is obviously a very popular brand for us. We outfit a ton of local tennis players in K-Swiss. So when I tell you we're excited to have their apparel line in our stores, not only are we're excited, but all of the tennis fanatics and fans and players that are out there are super excited as well. I know we heard things like moisture wicking material, things that you can expect in your high performance, apparel wear or active wear. But again, you're getting that K-Swiss technology along with some very, very cool looks.
Yeah, it also protects you from the sun. It has a good sun layer and everything. And it's nice because it kind of rounds out our whole tennis department. I mean, you can come in, talk to Hadley because she's our tennis expert, and, get some great shoes. And I think the only place we have been lacking recently is with tennis apparel. And now we're 100%. We're ready to go.
Yeah, it's an exciting thing for us. So if you are a tennis customer of Omega Sports, here's your alert. Hadley is modeling what we are most excited about right now, which is our new K-Swiss apparel line that is hitting our stores. It hit North Hills yesterday. So if it's not in your neighborhood sports store, it will be on the shelves and on some mannequins and maybe some models as well in stores in the next coming days. But definitely make sure you're asking about it, touch it, feel it, try it on. Make sure you are asking your active play experts about all the benefits that we have when it comes to the K-Swiss apparel. We're super excited. So make sure you're telling somebody. And if you don't play tennis, you should. And if you don't, you should tell someone that Omega Sports is your destination for all things K-Swiss.
I love it.
Hadley loves it. All right, Hadley, thank you so much. Thanks for breaking away from your busy day of your customers and putting on some K-Swiss for us. There you go. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to hand this back over here. All right. So Daisy, let's go ahead and jump into first. Let's talk about Easter holiday picks. Now, we put a post up yesterday because you shared this fantastic, what do we call it? A tablescape, if you will, for Easter. This wasn't on there. But you wanted to share again with folks some fun, exciting things that people can come into the stores right now to pick up for Easter.
Well, and it wasn't even that hard to pick items because we've already had a ton of Easter shoppers already. I mean, this Yeti cooler We've sold so many of these this week. It's insane. And it's like literally the perfect Easter Day gift. I've had so many guys come in and be like, my wife needs this. Like, this is it. And then it'd be cute if you like stuck a bunch of stuff inside of it. I like gifts that keep on giving. So when you open it up, if you have some other like Yeti drinkware, they have some new colors and stuff that would be really cute.
So this is a pro shopper tip right here. So gentlemen, folks that are out there looking for great gifts, how do I do something different this year? Maybe skip the basket and buy a Yeti soft cooler and use that as your basket and start stuffing stuff into the basket. Put the chocolates, put the fun things that are in there that you expect to see in an Easter basket, but maybe create a Yeti experience here. And this is a fantastic color. I mean, I hope you guys can really see this color. This is a nice kind of teal color, very light and bright for the springtime season.
The accents are really great. Like, I haven't seen one that looks this good yet.
Yeah.
And I hope my boyfriend's taking notes.
Hey, it's right here. There you go. All right. So Yeti. So the key is stuffed Yeti, right? So stuff that Yeti for Easter. All right. So what would you put in there? Let's hold up that Rambler again. So we've got some fun colors, as again, if you've checked out your email, if you've checked out our Instagram page, we've got some fun, exciting Yeti colors. It is Yeti time, folks. Anytime you're looking for a gift, you got to make sure that you're checking out your neighborhood sports store for all of our Yeti selection. Our buyer does a great job. You can go to yeti.omegasports to see all the fantastic colors. But again, if you're coming in this weekend because you want to get it for Easter, make sure you come into the stores because we've got plenty on the shelves right now.
And don't wait too long because Yeti's running low. And so if we don't have it, we can't get it. So you need to get it now while it's in the store before it's too late, because there's going to be a lot of disappointed people out there when they don't get the color that they want.
Yeah, and if you're a Yeti fan, they always put out these different colors. There's a lot of science and methodology that goes into it, but don't assume that just because you have someone that you love that already has a Yeti that they don't need another one, because it's not about do I need another one, it's about I need the newest color.
Yeah, exactly.
And then of course we've got some fun, if let's say you've already gotten this Rambler, so now let's talk about some different variations.
Oh yeah, they totally have options. This one, even though it's 4 drinks and like whiskey and stuff like that, you can make oatmeal in this, or like it's insane all the things you can do with it.
So from oatmeal to whiskey, you have a wide variety of options there. I love it. So is that like a highball? Is that what that is?
No, it's the low ball.
The low ball. Not a highball. Yeah, a low ball. Okay.
And then we got the tall Yeti too for like all those new seltzers that are like popping up, those like skinny cans. This is my favorite at the moment.
Yeah. And then I know I don't see it on the table right now, but we do have some of the wine glass looking ones, right? Yeah, those are very popular, especially again, if you stuff it into a nice soft cooler bag.
Put the wine Yeti glass and the cooler in there with a bottle of wine. You got to include the wine too.
Yeah, there you go. There's nothing less depressing or more depressing than a pair of wine glasses with no wine. All right. So what else do you have for me? I know you have something in this Easter egg. Let's go ahead and pop that Easter egg.
So the best thing I can get in my Easter basket are some fun Easter socks. There's nothing better than a nice, fresh, good pair of socks, and it really enhances your run. I say that there's nothing better to ruin a good pair of shoes than a bad pair of socks. So if you're going to spend some money on some shoes and invest in something like that, you need to go all the way and go ahead and get yourself some technical socks, because these are amazing. They don't slip down. They're moisture wicking. They help prevent blisters, all that fun stuff.
Yeah. And if you're new to performance socks, I mean, I'll tell you, I'm new to them. I didn't even realize how comfortable I didn't know how much more comfortable I can be in a sock.
It's a little counterintuitive because I grew up thinking cotton socks were the way to go, but it's actually the complete opposite. Cotton acts like a sponge and it soaks up all that moisture and then does nothing with it. And you really need to make sure that whatever brand of socks you get, Features, Balega, Thorlos, just make sure that there's no cotton. You want a synthetic blend, and that's going to go a long way. And then when you do put cotton socks on, you'll be like, it's not comfortable anymore.
Yeah. And I know when we talk about things like plantar fasciitis, we talk about being properly fit to make sure that you have the right shoe, make sure that the heel is correct. We talk about orthotics, but again, you can't skip out on the socks because the socks go a long way when it comes to really protecting that heel.
And a lot of them have like lifetime guarantees. So it's a risk-free investment, and it really pays off.
Yeah. And I promise you, if you've got a loved one who's never had these socks, just be prepared. They're going to keep asking for more of them. We sell them by the bunches.
Especially at Christmas time for like stocking stuffers. And so this is, I mean, Easter baskets are essentially the same thing as stockings. You just more fun colors.
Yeah, absolutely. So Belega features, we've got Thorlos, we've got some fun Xperia, we've got some fun socks here. Always a good gift. Again, don't think of it as just a regular sock. These are really good investments for anybody on your Easter list. All right, what else do you have here? Let's look at this shoe here that you have here.
Oh, this super cute Hoka. This has been one of the best selling Hokas this year. Woo, get the light right. This is yellow through here, and then this is like a nice like baby blue. Personally, I love yellow. I'm super pumped that they put yellows popping up on shoes now, but it's such a good shoe to put it on too. Sometimes I buy shoes that maybe don't fit as well just because I love the way they look, but this is one of my favorite shoes and it looks amazing. So it's literally the perfect present.
Yeah, now tell everyone, what shoe model is this from Hoka One One?
This is the Clifton.
A
It's
very popular shoe.
one of the most popular Hokas that we have. It's a neutral shoe, but it has a nice kind of fitted midsole. The arch kind of comes up and meets yours. Oh, thank you. It's a lower drop shoe, so it helps take some of the weight off of that heel to toe striking. You kind of strike with your whole foot. It's also incredibly stiff, and that naturally kind of helps protect your foot as well. So as technical and as wonderful as this shoe is, it's also cute.
It's very cute. It's very Eastery. So again, if you want to surprise somebody with a new pair, if perhaps you have a runner who maybe runs in a different brand, if they haven't tried on a Hoka, this is what we say in the stores all the time, right? If you haven't tried it, try it on, because it is a huge difference, and you'll feel it as soon as you slip it on.
It's also one of the only shoes that we have that's approved by the Podiatric Association. So all the podiatrists, the feet doctor, really like Hoka and have really gotten behind it and helped us move them as well. And I've had repeat customers that are like, I need the next one. I love my Hokas. I will never wear anything else.
There you go. There's Daisy dropping that podiatric information. I love it. All right. The other thing I was going to say, I mean, it's a light shoe. It's got that yellow, but that light is really reflective too. So you are going to be seen when you're running in these as well. So that's fantastic. All right. And then, of course, some things that I wanted to point out. You've got some fun things for the kids, right?
Yeah, well, like we were talking about earlier, tennis is really exploding. I mean, everyone during COVID has tried to get out and do things they haven't done in a while. I can't tell you how many rackets I've strung that were probably sitting in the garage for like 10 years.
Real quick, just making a big point here. We will string rackets.
Yeah. Hadley, actually, who just left, taught me how to string, even though I don't play tennis. And I mean, I've already done 2 rackets this morning. We string a lot of rackets here, and we can definitely help you pick out the strings and things like that, because I know that can be a little intimidating sometimes. But we're all super friendly, and we know that there's people out there that know exactly like we want. We have this one customer named Nancy who has been stringing her rackets here forever, and she knows exactly what she wants and is super great. But then we also have people that haven't played in 10 years and they got their racket out of the garage for the first time and they need a little bit of help. So
Well, I love this one right here because this is first of all, it's a fantastic brand, Babolat, right?
Yeah.
And then this is for your youngins, right? So as parents are out there looking for things to do with their kids, get their kids moving and active, tennis is obviously a great sport. And you can come to your mega sports store, your neighborhood sports store, to find some fun rackets that they can easily fall in love with tennis with.
And we also just got a whole bunch of new kids tennis shoes in. And that's really cool too, because I know those are a little bit harder to find.
Yeah. And again, just a pro tip, there is a difference between a running shoe, a regular shoe, and a tennis shoe. Pro tip there. All right. And then for stocking, basket stuffers, not stocking stuffers, but for basket stuffers, again, if you're out there and you're moving and you're running and you're being active, you're going to need some essentials. So let's talk about some of the things that you have from a nutritional standpoint.
Yeah, so we have stuff for before you run, after you run, and during your run. A good rule of thumb is if you're exercising for more than 45 minutes, you need some sort of supplement to kind of, get your sodium levels back up, get your electrolytes back up. If you're like me, I need a little bit of caffeine. Not too much though, because then I won't go to sleep that night. But I just grabbed some of my favorite ones, like this toasted marshmallow I think is really good.
This is the famous goo.
Yeah, I found that people who like goo, either like the really fruity ones or the really chocolatey and sweet ones, I'm definitely more of a chocolatey kind of person, but 6 a.m. sometimes you do want some fruity stuff. I also have some honey stingers, which is like for after your run, or maybe like an hour or two before your run, just to give you some fuel. And they taste amazing. They taste like they're like these little waffles that you get next to like your coffee in Europe, and they're really good. They make me feel fancy.
So if you've got a runner in your life who is looking, if you want to just go ahead and make them feel special this Easter season, just pick up things that you know they're going to love. And I promise you, the folks that are out there, if you're running with a run club, you've got probably half the folks, pulling out their goo, and you're going to be like, well, man, I wish I had some. So you can go to your neighborhood sports store and pick some up.
Well, not only that, but it literally makes your run more enjoyable. When you have the energy and you have, the right nutrition in your body, you're going to perform better. And that's important to me.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Daisy, thank you so much. And we already talked about Gooder. So these are some great gift ideas. Again, come to your neighborhood sports store. I see Sally has joined us. She says, happy early Easter. We want to wish you a happy Easter, you and your family as well, Sally. Thanks for joining us today. Now that we've talked about gifts, here's another great gift idea. But really, I wanted to give you an opportunity to really talk about some of the knowledge that you have about this fantastic Brooks shoe called Glycerin 19 and now the new Glycerin GTS 19. I'm gonna go ahead and move out of the way here.
Yeah, so the Glycerin is a long time standing Brooks shoe. Like you said, we're on the 19th version. It's always been one of their like premium plush cushion shoes. We got this pretty metallic colorway in, which is really cool. The update with this year's model is they increased the stack height a little bit and added more of that DNA loft, which is a really plush, really soft cushion. It's still responsive. Like, it's not like I got to dig my feet out of that cushion. It's still firmer. It's still fast feeling, but it doesn't hurt my joints or anything like that. I have a lot of knee problems. I'm a heavy overpronator. So I actually running this bad boy. This is the GTS version, the go-to support version is what that's going to stand for now. It used to stand for go-to shoe, but now it's go-to support.
Yep. Fun fact. So this is new. When we say new, we don't mean like this is just new arriving at Omega Sports. This is new to Brooks. So when you are talking about the Glycerin model that you know and love, it's a very popular Glycerin model. They've now added stability.
Exactly. They actually changed the Transcend. So if you're one of those people that ran in the Transcend, I know we did a video about it last year. That same technology, that same amazing shoe is just translated into the Glycerin GTS. So basically, they've always been sister shoes. They've always been basically the same shoe, just this one has support. So I like to say it's the supportive sister. And it's for people that just, if you're a heavier overpronator, if you're suffering from knee pain or back pain, or even if you're just going longer miles, the further you run, the more you start to overpronate. So what they did was basically, it's their guide rail system. They put little wedges on each side of the shoe to kind of keep you from dipping out of alignment. So the more you overpronate, the more it pushes you back. I've actually had some people who like one foot is really flat, like maybe their arch is like collapsed or something like that. And they'll feel more arch support in that foot because they're overpronating more than in the foot that doesn't as much. And I think that's just incredibly cool, because how can they make a shoe that literally fits so many different foot types? Yep. It's impressive, really.
So Daisy, help folks at home and those that are watching the show. How would you even know that you're an overpronator?
A good way to tell is to look at the wear pattern on the bottom of your shoe. Usually that's kind of like, this is how I look at other people's shoes, and I'm like, something's not right. If you see like a heavy wear in one spot, specifically kind of around the outside or maybe on the heel, you might want to consider having more support. Honestly, if you're having any pains, like if your feet hurt, I didn't think I was going to be a runner. I was like, nope, my knees hurt. No. But when I got in the right shoes, I was like, oh, this is easy. Like, my body does want to run. I just need to help it a little bit. So the best thing, honestly, is not to guess. Just come in. Let us evaluate you. We can watch you walk. We have this really great Atrix scanner, and we can literally show you what your feet are doing.
If you've seen our emails or you've seen us on previous shows or on social media, we do have that, what we call the proper fit session. It's super quick. It's free. It's available to anyone who comes into the stores. We literally have you step in and lasers just photograph your shoe and take every angle. We're talking 3D imaging. We're talking thermal imaging. I mean, you really get every single thing that you need to make sure that our Active Play experts, when we say this is the style shoe or the model shoe that you need, they're really informed because they get that data that those laser technology systems are allowing us to gather.
And you can take that home. We have the option to email all of that information to you, so you can take that to your doctor or go show your sister. Or
And that's why a lot of local podiatrists send people our way, because they know we're super serious about making sure you're in the right shoe. We certainly have customers that'll come in and say, I want that color. That's what I want. But it's more important for us to make sure that it's going to work for you. All right. And what's the next shoe you have?
Speaking of colors, the Glycerin comes in amazing colors this year. I bought this one because I'm all about the gray right now. I just think that looks really cool. But I actually haven't seen a black and white Glycerin in women's in a long time. And this is sleek. I tell the kids you can put some rainbow laces in there to like add your own style. But it definitely, you know, a lot of people wear these shoes not just for running, but as a like lifestyle shoe. They wear this to work. They wear it to chase their kids around. So having colors that are more neutral are always a positive.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, just to recap, when it comes to the Glycerin, you now have two great models that you can choose from. You can choose from the newest 19 version. And then, of course, they have the GTS version as well. And folks that are more familiar or have been longtime Transcend customers, we will absolutely put that shoe on your foot and you will feel the difference. And you'll be like, oh, this is exactly what I need when it comes to that support.
Well, it's a premium shoe. I mean, when you put your foot in there, the way they worked on the fit is amazing. I also, you heard me make this joke last year and it still stands. This is the sisterhood of the traveling pants shoe. This shoe fits everybody really well. And we do actually have a really good stock of wides. And that's one thing that's a little bit harder to find in those premium level shoes, is having a wider fitting shoe. And we got it in stock.
There you go. That's a great point. So with our spring arrivals, we've got plenty of Brooks for all of our Brooks fans that are out there. And if you haven't tried on Brooks in a while, definitely make sure you're trying on these newer models, because now's the time. We've got plenty in stock. We obviously have a great enhanced availability selection online. You can just go to our brooks.omegasports.com and check out all the different models that we have with Brooks. And if you see something online, you can come into the stores and they will help you get it, have it delivered right to you. Or more importantly, they may have one right there in the back that they can just grab for you.
Yeah, and we have treadmills in the store for you to test them. This is going to be one of those shoes that I know people are going to be like, oh, you remember the 19s? That was the best one they made. So it's already that shoe. I already know I'm going to be buying another one of these to rotate and have two different shoes that I can work into my running routine. And I'm sure a lot of people are, especially with these coupons that we have coming out.
Yeah. I mean, I think now has done a really great job of making sure that we are absolutely filled with color and variation. So make sure you're checking us out. All right, Daisy, I want to thank you for spending this wonderful time with us. You've done a great job picking out some great Easter gifts for folks this weekend. This is why you want to go to your neighborhood sports store, pick up some great gifts. And then, of course, the Glycerin 19 and the Glycerin GTS 19, some great information that you share.
Thank you.
So you have good plans for the weekend?
Yeah, family.
Yeah.
Here in family.
Yep, there you go. So again, check your email. We have got a fantastic 2-tier offer for Mega Flex that is 20 off of 75, and we've got a 30 off of 125 in stores. Make sure you come and see us. You guys have a great weekend. We'll see you after the holiday. We are closed on Sunday. Please make sure that you're shopping before then and then after then. How about that? You guys have a great, safe holiday Easter.
Cool.